Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry. I know that I said that I would set a meeting so that we could go through this all together, but because we are very short on time, interviews are next week. I decided to just go ahead and record this ZoomGrants tutorial for you all, and that way you guys could refer to it if you had any questions. And if there's anything that I didn't cover in this tutorial, please reach out to me and you can call me or email me. You guys have my email, and my phone number is 651-266-6474. I'll provide it again at the end, but I just wanted to make sure I got this to you guys in time before you started reviewing applications. So I've already given you guys access to the program, and you should have received an email with a link to reset your passwords. If you didn't get that email for any reason, you can, from the login page here, you can click on the forgot password link here, and it'll take you through the steps to reset your password. But what you want to do is you just want to go to zoomgrants.com/login. It takes you to the login page. You'll enter your login information and then click on login. And just so you know, this little red blurb here is just to let people know that ZoomGrants doesn't have anything to do with our programs, and that if you have any questions, specific questions about the program, then you should reach out to either me or Michelle. Because ZoomGrants wouldn't be able to answer any of your questions unless it was a technical question. That's the only time ZoomGrants can answer your question, if it's a ZoomGrants technical question. So that's just what that little red blurb says. But we're going to log in. And it's going to take us to the program page. From here, you'll see a list of programs that you have access to. So these are the programs that I have access to. And so we're going to look for 2022 Neighborhood Star, and we'll click on that. And then we'll be taken to the dashboard page. Here you'll be able to see statistics based on the different categories that are set up. And for Neighborhood Star, we only have it set up so that it would show the applications. And so there are 75 total submitted applications, 4 of which were either declined because they were ineligible or the applicant withdrew. This blue bar, it just shows the remaining number of applications that are eligible and need to be reviewed. So to review applications, we are going to go to Applications. It takes us to a list of the applications, and you will just click on the first one to start reviewing. From this applications page, though, if you wanted to see more than just 50 or less than 50 applications on the page that you're on, you can just click on this down arrow and select the number of applications that you want to see on a page, and work from there. If you want it sorted a certain way, ZoomGrants has a couple options, so you can sort it alphabetically or by submission date. If you wanted to filter out some things, like you only want to see the ones that are approved or undecided, you don't want to see any of the ones that were marked as declined or not eligible. So I have it set so it only shows approved and undecided. And then I'm just going to exit out from there. We're going to click on the first application here, and it shows you the application summary. From here, you are able to see, their overall total request, the name of their proposal, and their organization contact information. This stuff I don't think you guys can see. I think this is only for staff to see, so that's why it looks this way for me, and it looked like this way for Michelle, but it probably looks a little different from what you guys are able to see. But this is the application summary. From here, you just want to click on Review Tools. And what this does is it takes you to the application and the scoring matrix. So let's see here. To start, do nothing with this top part here, this official decisions. Don't do anything with that. I will go in and I will do this part after you guys have voted and after you guys have approved your recommendations, or after it's been approved by the mayor and city council. that's when this gets updated here. This votes box here, don't do anything with that either. You do not need to put in a vote or anything like that. I will do that when you guys have voted and made your recommendations. Sometimes we don't even update this part, but for sure you guys just don't worry about this. Like, we don't need you to put in a vote or anything like that. On the right side here, you're going to see the application and links to different sections of the application. Again, it starts with the application summary and then goes right into the application questions. On the left here is the scoring matrix. Now it's locked for me because I'm not a committee member, but you guys should be able to put in your scores as you're reviewing the applications. And as you move through the application, whenever you click on the next box, it saves your response. So from there, as we scroll down, you'll see this administrative review. This is where staff will put in their comments about this application. And this part will be completed by staff at a later date. It probably won't be available to you guys in time for the interviews, but once PED staff has it available, once they've been able to review the application, I'll come in and I'll enter in their comments here, and then you guys can come back in and review it and see if you want to make any changes to your preliminary scores. And this, obviously, staff will not be scoring anything, so it's just going to be kept blank, and then it's just going to have whatever comments that the PED staff makes. Now, this admin scoring comments box is turned on for me because I'm admin. However, yours will be the committee scoring comments. You can, your box will be activated for you, and then from in there, you can put down any comments you have about why you scored something a certain way. As you scroll down more, you can just kind of ignore this. This just kind of tells me where you guys are all at in your process of reviewing applications, but I'm gonna scroll down a little bit further here. There's gonna be a conflict statement where you will just answer yes or no if you have a conflict of interest. And then there is a committee discussion board here. This I kept on so that if there is a question that you wanted asked at the interview, you could put it on here. And if you can't make it to the specific interview, then somebody would be able, Michelle or I would be able to see your question, and then we can share that with someone on the board so that they can read your question if it isn't covered. If somebody doesn't bring it up in the interview, then Michelle and I would have access and we can share your question with the rest of the board to make sure that it gets answered. Otherwise, don't have any kind of discussion on here because we are a public entity, and we have open meeting laws, then don't have any discussion on here. This is strictly turned on just so that you can type in what questions you would like to remember to ask at interviews, or any notes you want to make so that you can refer back to during the interviews and during your review process. But this is not for board members to have a discussion regarding the application. So this committee discussion, everybody's able to see it, staff is able to see it, other board members will be able to see it. So it's just where you can, like I said, put in a question if you know you're not going to be able to make it to the specific interview, and you want to keep it somewhere so that you can find it later. You can put it here, just so you can refer back to it. Otherwise, once you are done scoring the application, you have to scroll all the way back up and then click on the next submitted application, and that will take you to the next application. And you kind of have to do the same thing. It takes you to the application summary. You'll have to click on review tools, and then it'll do that split screen for you. And that's pretty much it. That's ZoomGrants. If you have any questions about using ZoomGrants, a really great tool is to click on the help button here, and it takes you to the ZoomGrants University, where you can read up on how to use ZoomGrants more in depth. If you can also type in kind of what you want, whatever questions you have about ZoomGrants. So maybe you want to ask, like, I don't know, something that, you know, you as a reviewer need, if you have like some kind of technical issue, like, how do I enter scores? You know, then it does a search and then you can click on what you're looking for here. So this is a great tool for if you have any questions while using ZoomGrants on how to use ZoomGrants. Otherwise, like I said earlier, you can give me a call or you can email me and I can kind of help walk you through anything if you have any questions. If you get locked out of your account for any reason, or you know, you forget your password, again, just click on the forgot password link. But if you're having like weird tech issues, like you can't enter in your score for some reason, it's locked to you, let me know and then we can reach out to ZoomGrants together to see what the issue is. Otherwise, you guys have my email, like I said. Again, I'll give you my phone number. It's 651-266-6474. You guys can call me Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. if you need any help, or email me. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that is ZoomGrants. That's the gist of it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, thank you for all the work that you guys do and the work that you'll be putting into reviewing these applications and making recommendations on behalf of the city. And we appreciate your time and your effort. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys at the interviews.